as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the...
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
A give running right is Hall.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
43-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
2nd and 6. Ball again.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Pryor.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And a good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts turning forward, they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
To the air, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground, Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third down and 11.
Back to throw. Pryor. Wilson's got it complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sheds off the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Aubrey good with the PAT.
And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. Following the punt return here, there's some